Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katrina and this is Katrina Reads. So the first prompt for the thriller horror section for Blackathon was Megan Giddings, and the book that I chose is Lakewood. Lakewood is about a young girl named Lena whose grandmother just died. She has to take care of her mother who has health issues, and she also needs money for herself in college, and so she takes part in a medical experiment that will take her to Lakewood, Michigan. She agrees to allow them to mess with her memory and live in this. She lives in the town, but she works in like this fake office. The expected things kind of happen. The doctors or the experimenters are cold and they ask all these weird questions. They give them weird medicines. Nobody knows what these medicines are doing. They're always being watched. So there's a creepy element with all of that. It's weird, and it continues to get weird to the point where Lena's allowed to go home and she talks to her mother about it, and then she decides, with her mother, whether or not she's going to continue on with this experiment. So that's the basic synopsis. I gave it 3 stars. It was interesting, but not creepy enough. It wasn't like, I just had a lot of questions, and maybe because I have read a lot of creepy body horror stuff through Stephen King, maybe because I also have read the real life stories about Black people being experimented on. When you hear about the father of gynecology and how he operated on Black women with no pain relief, and they show the pictures of the instruments he used. When you think about what happened with Sarah Bartman, I read a lot of real stories that have grossed me out. This was more a memory thing, and I kind of wish the memory confusion aspect of it was played up a little bit more. Maybe if they had told her that she would be allowed to leave at any moment, and then she realized she wasn't going to be allowed to leave, because she was allowed to go visit home, and she didn't live on the campus. She lived in her own place, and then came to the fake workplace where they gave them the pills and asked them all the questions over and over again, and mess around with memory and stuff like that. So maybe that would have been a little more menacing. I read a review that said that this would be a great combination of horror with Henrietta Lacks if Jordan Peele got a hold of it. And I think that would be that if Jordan Peele got a hold of this with the idea of Henrietta Lacks in this, because Henrietta Lacks she didn't know, but Lena gave her consent to it. So a retelling of this from the point of view of Henrietta Lacks, this didn't pull very much emotion out of me. I just didn't jive with the story as much. It was well written, a great concept, but it just needed a little bit more refinement. She did really well for a debut. So I think if she keeps working on atmosphere, and I will definitely read her again and see if the next book she can find a way to add more atmosphere and menace to her horror stories, to her thriller horror story. Okay, that's my review for Lakewood. If you made it to the end of the video, please leave me a donut emoji. So thank you for supporting me by liking and subscribing. And be easy on yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.